everyone will ask me like, oh, what kind of meditation do you do? And I'm like, there's so many different kinds of meditation that I love. I actually have like a little arsenal of different meditations in my phone, because I like to mix it up, and I'll do different meditations on different days of the week, depending on how much time I have or what I have scheduled for that day. So, for example, um, gosh, where do I start? I feel like, okay, so I love like the guided meditations on YouTube. I have some, like, those are some of my favorites, especially with like the guided gratitude meditations. I feel like it's so peaceful, and it's so beautiful and so peaceful. And then I really love the breath work meditations where you're really focusing on your breath. Dr. Joe Dispenza has uh, reconditioning the body to a new mind meditation that's 53 minutes long. And the first 15 minutes of that are like intense breath work. And so I love that. I feel like when you're super concentrated on your breath, again, just like you said, you can't focus on the doctor's appointment that you have to make or the groceries that you have to go get. Um, I really do enjoy like, and if I have like a super busy day, I'll do like a productivity meditation where it might talk about moving through my day with ease and flow and how I run on divine timing and how everything's going to work out perfectly for me today. If I'm selling a horse that day, I might do an abundance meditation where I'm calling in universal abundance and saying like, dear God, thank you so much for the financial freedom. Thank you for unexpected abundance. Thank you for expected abundance. Thank you for letting me vibrate with the frequency of wealth, prosperity, and opulence. And so I might do an abundance meditation on that day. If I wake up and I'm feeling a little under the weather, I might do like a healing meditation or like an energetic meditation, maybe like a chakra cleansing meditation. And then to your point, there's the act of like closing your eyes and being in a still place. And then there's a lot of different things. Like sometimes people prefer driving can be very meditative to people because they just focus on the road and they just zone out. Or golf or fishing or horseback riding or even going for a run in nature. All of those things where you are essentially just very present. You're not allowing other thoughts to come in. But one of the things that I love about meditation is the fact that like the definition of meditation means to become aware of oneself. And so when we're talking about like, okay, you want to unstuck yourself. You want to stop feeling stuck. You want to take massive action towards your goals. Well, how do you do that? Well, you have to identify the habits and routines in your life that aren't serving you. Well, how do you do that? You have to become aware of those things. You have to become aware of the thoughts and the limiting beliefs. And so meditation is one of the tools that allows people to become aware of their thoughts, because when you're closing your eyes and you're focusing on your breath, like I like to tell people, like thoughts are going to creep on in. And when a thought creeps in, like that's okay. You just have to recognize its presence and then lovingly release it. And then whether it's 5, 10, or 15 seconds later, another thought's going to creep on in. And then instead of falling down the rabbit hole of like, oh, I got to go to the bank and then I got to go to the grocery store and then I got to go pick up the kids and then, oh, I forgot to make that appointment. And then you can go ahead and be like, oh, wait, I'm thinking again, and then lovingly release those thoughts. And so in the practice of recognizing your thoughts and then lovingly releasing them, so then when you're moving throughout your day and someone cuts you off in traffic or your boss throws some bad news on you, whatever undesirable circumstances might show up, instead of reacting in a negative light, you can really become aware of the thoughts that you're thinking and the emotions that you're feeling, and you can respond in a positive, constructive way. And that's where our power lies. Life is 10% about what happens and 90% of how we respond. And when we're able to become aware of the things in our life that may trigger us, and then being able to respond in kindness with grace and compassion, that's when we really begin to shift the trajectory of our life in a positive direction.